Let me explain Studios. Stolen mom's credit card to buy N64. I think so let's go.
The Game Grumps played a couple episodes of Pokemon Snap while I was making
Pokemon
a
Snap?
video, and that jostled a memory from my childhood.
He's like, you were canceled? Oh, thank you.
Doing like 800 million millennials.
I didn't ask for your input, Adam. And this is about to age me dramatically because my first game console was the Sega Genesis.
Ooh.
Genesis.
Tell us the story of classic Sonic. You know, the good
Sonic. Common sense, Charles.
I swear to God, as I was saying, my first console was the Sega Genesis. I didn't grow up on Mario, I grew up on Sonic. My childhood experience was popping a game cartridge in and hearing that iconic Sega, while all the other kids on the street were like, bum 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 bum
okay, my favorite is Mario. Hey, my favorite is Sonic. Not the Lido. Hey, Mario's still my favorite character by Sonic.
I'm getting ahead of myself. Nintendo didn't take over my life until middle school. My siblings and I grew up on Sega. We even had that notoriously Sega game. We didn't beat it when we were kids, but in adulthood, my sister and I dusted off the cartridge one night and finally finished the game. Without that famous cheat code, thank you very much. Yet ain't even close to our level.
Ah, Snap! Pokemon Snap!
Speaking of that, in the 6th grade, I got really into Pokemon. For my birthday, I was a Game Boy Color and Pokemon Red and Blue. I remember being so obsessed with that game that I would put it away before bed, go to sleep, and dream that I woke up in the middle of the night and continued playing it. And when I actually woke up and started playing it, I would wonder why I wasn't further along. Where the hell is my Dragonite? So yeah, Pokemon was a really big deal for me. And when Nintendo announced that they were releasing the first Pokemon game for the N64, Pokemon Snap, you know this little weeb was all over that. I went to my mom and very casually asked if she could order me Pokemon Snap. I also didn't have an N64, so I was gonna need one of those too. And Mama, being the kind and doting mother that she is, said,
"That she is.
Fine." Okay. Ecstatic! There was, however, a slight problem, and some of you may even be too young to know what I'm talking about. But back in my day, we had this thing called dial-up. To put it bluntly, the internet was slow with a capital S. Websites would randomly stop working. You couldn't use your landline phone while someone was online. And
oh man, I think it's that.
Ah, the sweet sounds of childhood. So my mom got on our family computer and ToysRUs.com. Alright, Jeffrey. She tried ordering the N64 and Pokemon Snap, but because the internet was terrible back then, the website wasn't working and she couldn't get through. And back then, there wasn't much you could do about that except try again later. So she
try again later, man.
And said that she would try again tomorrow. But my little child brain was having none of that. Nuh-uh. The universe was out of order until I had my Pokemon Snap and N64 in hand. Wrongs must be righted. About an hour later, I went back and no one was around. I got online and found Pokemon Snap and the N64. Actually, this is the first time I ever ordered anything off the internet by myself, so good job me for figuring it out. I was about to check out when I realized I'd forgotten a minor technicality. Things cost money. Ah, right. Economics. Where am I gonna get money? And then I remembered something special had been left in the desk drawer. Mom's credit card.
Mom's credit card.
I would be more hesitant about using their parents' credit card without their permission. You know, or work up a sweat at least. But nope. I was so laser focused on Pokemon that I didn't think twice about it.
What?
For the greater good.
Yes, what's the
thief I was.
I got a big
credit card to buy something. Could you even really call that stealing?
Listen, I was a good kid by this age. I followed the rules, I listened to my parents, so I was operating under this same logic. It's not stealing if she was gonna buy it anyways. To me, it felt more like problem solving. But no, go figure. Using someone's credit card without their permission under any circumstances is considered stealing. Not to mention when I scroll down to select a shipping option. Overnight delivery? I can have this tomorrow? Sign me up! The internet is awesome! I want to live there! And I went to bed, satisfied that I would soon be playing the greatest game ever created on the greatest console ever created. The next morning, I got up for school and Mom met me in the kitchen. She told me that she would try again to get Pokemon Snap later that day. And me, being as don't worry, Mother.
That's fine.
I got you.
Okay.
I already ordered it. You did what? Ordered it. Was really no problem. No need to thank me. How did you pay for it? You left your credit card in the desk.
She's gonna
Get one of those looks from your parents. You instantly know you messed up. Never touch my credit card. Ma'am, the cherry on top of my transgression, later that same day, when my mom picked me up from school, you had it overnighted! I had to wait 2 weeks before I could play my new game. I ended up waiting longer to play it than if I had just been patient from the get-go. Just goes to show, stealing is wrong. And I've never stolen anything since. Well, except maybe a few hearts. Hey, explainers and entertainers, Editor Becca here. I forgot to record an outro bit. Special thanks to Adam of SomethingElseYT for his amazing voice work in this. He sent me his video and said,
That's
professional beatboxers, don't make fun of me.
but as you can hear, it's perfect, so...
Yep, that was the video, I guess. Thank you for that incredible story. I liked it, I can enjoy this. Bye. Talk to you later.